Hi, chat. Welcome to another stream. Can you hear me? Okay. So what happened? I don't know how many of you were watching right when the stream started. Hello, Michaela. I know you were here. Um, I plugged something in and it caused OBS to crash. But it looks like it's working now, so that's good. How y'all doing today? It's Saturday, so it's our normal stream day, which is good. It is the 27th of February. And yeah, we're gonna be working on some pre-commit.ci today, which we haven't done in a while, so looking forward to that. I have RTX voice on already because the construction is extremely loud. Oh my god, I have to throw a brick through my neighbor's vehicle. It's fucking ridiculous at this point. But in theory, you can't hear it, so maybe that's all right. The car alarm's going off right now, which is great. But yeah, let me say hi to everyone. The plan is to just go through some of the to-do list stuff, which never gets shorter and only gets longer, as it is with large software projects, I guess. But I think we're gonna do this one today. It's really easy and it increases the security posture of pre-commit.ci. I've already done this in the most important place, which is the runs, but we're gonna apply it to the other repositories as well. I actually did this offline for the runs, because I got a little paranoid after that one user appeared to be trying to hack the runs a little bit. But anyway, let me say hi to everyone. Lucas Itzy was here way before the stream started. Looks like Michaela was first. The first, and the second first. Actually, we can check from here because that's the most correct. Yeah, looks like Michaela was here just before Lucas Itzy and James Boyan. So close. Rollers, good to see you. How's it going? Beepy Boobies, yeah, that was when I plugged a thing in and it made OBS go sad. Seems quiet today. Is that better? No, that seems a little loud. I want to be able to hear the music. I don't want it to be too loud. Anyway, there we go. Windows doot doot doot. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Hey, what's up, Balathus? Hello, hello. Yeah, you missed the evening streams. That doesn't surprise me. They're an absurd time for you in your time zone. But that's the way things go. Oh my god, Panicking Kernel is here. But I've yet to see recursive kernel panic, recursive chat, and Panicking Kernel in the stream at the same time. So I have a conspiracy theory that they are all the same person. I'm sure you're different people, but I find it amusing. Let's see. I didn't announce going live on Discord. I think I did. I think I was just a little slow because I was trying to figure out what fucked up with OBS. Yeah, I did eventually, but I guess not at the point where you post that message, so that's fair. Hey, what's up, Priox? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Juice is here. Hello, Juice. How's it going? JB Pratt. Hello, hello. Ethan Timing. Good to see you. Juice has to shower. Okay, well, Juice isn't here then, I guess. Plushies are here. They're all on screen as well. Exonity, good to see you again. Drunk Time Lord, hello, hello. Not the car alarm again. At least it's not a loud heckin' engine. Honestly, the car alarm is worse because it goes off fucking 6 in the morning, and there's nothing I can do about it other than throw a brick through their window. To do's more like to don'ts. Most production projects ever. Yeah, I guess that's true. Hey, what's up, Ben Griffiths? Welcome back. Hello, hello. The answer says, I don't get it. If you throw a brick, the car alarm will definitely go off. Yes, it definitely will go off. But I will have a note attached to it that says, fuck you and your car alarm. Why throw it? To inflict monetary damages. Because I'm losing my damn mind. What headphones are they? They're garbage headphones. You don't want them. They're literally only so that music doesn't come out of my speakers while I'm streaming and feedback through the mic. They are actual garbage. They are also like 15 years old and falling apart. They're not good in any way, shape, or form. I would not recommend them. In fact, I would anti-recommend them. Panicking Colonel, hello, hello. Where is Panic Queen, Colonel? I see. I see. How do you have chat like that? If you do bang bot, you can learn about my chatbot, and that is what is powering this here. There's also a fun fancy mode, which I guess I haven't shown in a while, so we can do that, right? What is it called? Terminology? Yeah. Terminology. We zoom in a little bit, and we CD. Oh god, I hate this fucking terminal emulator. It's bad except for this one thing. This is the option. It's been so long. I don't even remember images. I had it right. I guessed past me well enough. But now, if you type in chat, if I don't get disconnected, now if you type in chat, someone type in chat. Yeah, look, images in the terminal. Why does it look like Hakela? The fonts are a little fucky, I guess. But yeah, it tries to be, very true to the actual chat badges and emotes and such in the terminal. Wait, why didn't your purple? It didn't work in it. Assuming that's a BTTV emote, which are not supported. Angelito GGR, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, or is it Angelito? That probably Angelito. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, Kayla. I don't know what's up with the. It must just be like a zoom thing. I bet if I zoom in or out, yeah, it like slightly fixes itself. Oh yeah, it looks super readable at this zoom, but not at this zoom for some reason. And then it goes back to readable at this zoom-ish. I don't know. But anyway, you can see the emotes. They do be rendering. Oh, there you go. Bleed purple. That's what it is. Cool. But anyway, yeah, this is my chatbot. It's implemented in Python from scratch because I wanted to learn async IO, and so this was my excuse to attempt to learn async IO. In reality, it was my my doing it wrong with async IO. So back up again. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh no, the feed cache. But anyway, that's the bot. We did that on a 12-hour stream at some point to make it do that. What did you use to make yours? I linked the repository. You can look at it. You can look at all of the code in its glory on GitHub. I didn't use anything. I did it from scratch, essentially. I mean, I'm using libraries to do the async HTTP stuff, but like the actual protocol to talk to Twitch it's a IRC like protocol, and so it's pretty easy to just write your own raw sockets implementation, which is what I did. Alexa Bookan, good to see you again. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna do this. This is gonna be the first thing that we're gonna go through today. Show raw sockets. But main, I think it is. I have a recv function, which, yeah, here's essentially the raw socket stuff. I have a send and a recv function, and they perform the connection somewhere. Open connection. Yeah. So here's opening a raw socket in async IO, and then this is the receiving function, which essentially just does read line. And then there's the send function, which essentially just does write with encode and drain to force the bits to go over the wire. But yeah, that is thing. That's how it works. Pretty straightforward. CP2, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. So you didn't use a language. I'm gonna use Python. That's why they are .py files. But I didn't use a library, so to speak. Chase Wayne says, "How do you release a repository when you don't want to write a README?" I mean, I'm sure I have. How did I find this? I'm sure I have repositories that don't have readmes. Do I have any? I might have like one or two public. All repos, list repos, X. Let's do. Yeah. Xargs. I think there's an output paths as well. Output paths. Oh, that was not what I expected. Oh, because Xargs flipped it. Yeah. Xargs. Bash -c ls this slash readme star or echo this. To dev null. Oh, I need Xargs replaced. Yeah. Well, that seems wrong. Oh, I want not just to dev null. I want everything to dev null because we don't actually want to see it. Okay, see these are the repositories that don't have a reamd in them. And these ones are mine, so we can ship those or skip those. This is a demo repo. This is a website. This is a website. This is a place where I've just thrown some markdown files. And these are like things from my Twitch channel that I haven't bothered documenting. I mean, you don't need to read me, but that's usually a good idea. Twitch has a weird mix between IRC and WebSockets, and that is confusing me. Yeah, so the main protocol for Twitch's chat is like an IRC like protocol. It's not actually IRC because it's a little bit different. But then there are like event stuff that happens outside of the chat. The base chat is their like socket API stuff, and that's where they do like real time pushes. So it's a little bit different of a model. But yeah. Don't Windows? Is there a Windows comment in here somewhere? Oh yeah, I didn't write this code. Somebody contributed this for me. This is supposed to make it drain properly on teardown. It doesn't work. There's still some bug in how async IO tears down, which I still haven't figured out. I don't really care enough to fix it. So, Bulver's dad says, "Do you have any experience with cryptography?" Yeah, I do. Not cryptocurrency, but cryptography. I do have some experience with it, and again, like not rolling my own, but utilizing libraries because you usually don't want to roll your own because that's how you make insecure shit. Drain that socket, baby. Who is emote is that? Daddy. Flexible Con says, "Can you review your own PRs?" You can. Are you asking me to do that right now? Because I do read but through my code before I merge it usually, so I do some reviewing of stuff. Maybe I don't understand the question. Thankfully, all chat is just IRCs for basic bot work. It's straightforward. Their PubSub webhook framework for the API is interesting though. Oh yeah, it's a real messy. Whenever I see PubSub, I get hungry for sub sandwiches. I see. Jam says, "Dude, I started using pre-commit and work projects and I love it." You are big brain. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Pre-commit is definitely my baby. You get some PubSub events over WebSocket, but then not all of them. And you still need to send the WebSockets. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Lexicon says, "I started to use it too. Really cool stuff. Also running pre-commit.ci on one repo. Nice. Cool. All right, so let's jump into the thing that we're doing today. So I'll show you the patch that I did for the runner. Oh yeah, I also got to revert this, which is nice. But yeah, this is the bug in Podman that we saw the other day, or the other stream, where I had to set this log level error thing to make it not spew out some annoying bullshit. And so yeah, I was able to revert this because Podman 301 fixed the bug. So essentially just removing that log level error in a few places, which is nice. And this is the patch that I'm talking about. We're going to apply the same patch to a couple other repositories because there's a little bit of duplication in pre-commit.ci. just because of the way that I have set up. I do plan to get rid of the duplication at some point, but it's not a priority. Vacant Plains, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But the main difference here is the change in the API for this function here. API get installation access token. So before, this was just a function which returned a string, and I have turned that API into a context manager which yields a string. And this allows me to do some cleanup code. There is a way to delete an access token when you're no longer done with it, and that is to, this acquires the access token, we yield it to whatever consumer that needs it, and then after we're done with that access token, we make a request to this endpoint to remove it. That way, if it were to leak somehow, it would be a dead token by that point. So that's the goal with this here. And so we're basically going to apply this same exact patch to the other repositories. Sargon, I don't know if those are I's or L's, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. We need more chat or else we'll start writing code after only 14 minutes of chat writing. It's true. It's true. Preact says, pre-commit has made it into my .profile aliases as of last night. Nice! Rube07. Perfect. I love it. Let's Play On says, I was not asking you to do that now. It's more of a question if it's possible / good practice. I always review my changes before I merge them, so I think it's good practice. I don't know that like commenting on them is worth it, but yeah, I don't know. I do it. It's officially a tool when it hits the dot files. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, but we're gonna be looking for all of the repositories which have this bit of code in it, and then adjusting those. Fortunately, I have already set up all repos for pre-commit.ci, so I can just do all repos grep -- repos, and that'll tell me all of the repositories that I need to update. We have already done the runner. It looks like I will need to do web auto update and auto updater and update install. And we're basically just gonna apply the same patch. I think I can probably just apply it cleanly by doing a diff apply. But let's start with auto updater. Make sure that's up to date. Git -c runner show runner / GitHub API. Oh, actually, this is gonna work because they have different file paths. Like maybe do something. Send runner auto updater G and fudge the patch to make it look like it's on this file, and then do git apply. Patch does not apply. Damn. Well, I tried. Okay, so we'll do it manually then. Updater. Oh, chat. There was something that someone was here. Some of you were here last night, right? There's something that I asked chat to remind me to do today. I don't remember what it was. Does anyone remember what it was? Fuck. Oh no. Well. Free and open. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Switch on the test for Flagman, the end of the server. With the 100% correct on that one. Yes, let's do that. github.com /flake8 match. Oh, I have to make sure that the nightly builds went through first as well. Then next nightly PPA. Nightly, here we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This works though. Let's see. No! GitHub Actions turned off my fucking action again. Those dicks! They're supposed to send an email when they turn it off. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna click a stupid fucking button. Where's the stupid fucking button? What the hell? Where's the button? Ah. God fucking damn it. I hate this. I hate this so much. This was never a problem with Travis. There are all sorts of other problems, but this was never a problem. I don't remember how to turn it back on. Is it in here? Where the fuck is the little thing? Is it because it's in responsive view? Let me open this up. Off screen to maximize so I can see if it's just because it's hiding the option from me. It is. Okay. So let me make this bigger. This is another like really terrible user experience here. So this page, if I make it bigger, there's this little thing here that shows up. Stupid bullshit. Stupid fucking bullshit. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it so much, which means I gotta go re-enable the other ones as well. Yup, fuck you. Stupid gap actions. I should just write a cron that clicks that button. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I guess I should rerun the thing now too. And then they're going to be broken. I 100% guarantee that these are going to be broken. Because they always break when they're not run every day. The whole point of running them every day is so that they don't break. But we can't have nice things. Cannot have nice things. Of course, why would we be able to have nice things? Okay, so now we'll let all those run. So, where is it? Why is this the last updated repository? Oh, because of pre-commit.ci. There's this page where I'll be able to click through the statuses on all these. Oh, that's so dumb. I hate it. Hamdi, hello, hello. Good to see you again. Jason says, chat, is it bad if force raise a subprocessor because I don't know what could cause it to error considering the input is already verified before it runs? Force raise a subprocessor? What do you mean? What do you mean? If there's an unexpected error, I think it's better to not catch it in the first place, to just let it raise. If you uploaded the VOD to YouTube, I'd be control Fing it in your auto caption transcript, but new. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Lasalt's good to see you again. Hello, hello. Grumpy face though. Hey, what's up, Milky? Hello, hello. Shaking my head. Why don't you update that repo in 60 days? So the thing is, the repo is self-auto updating. It just doesn't update the primary branches. I could add the little hack that I did for Azure pipelines, but I really didn't want to, where I just force amend the main branch over and over and over. I thought modifying feature branches would work too, but I guess not. Icarus says, "What are you doing?" Raging about GitHub Actions at the moment. But anyway, remind me in a couple hours now at the end of the server, but towards the end of the stream, and we'll update that because we gotta wait for it to. Actually, I'll probably get a failure message in a few minutes. Let's see. I'm actually surprised it hasn't failed already. Usually it fails. Oh, it passed the update. Really? Have they finally fixed? Maybe they finally fixed the GitHub Actions changes. Seems to be building, so that's good. I'd be really surprised here. I guess it worked. Let's see, where's the diff here? Compare / this. Did they modify GitHub? Oh, they didn't modify GitHub Actions. That's pretty unusual. It's possible that they did, and it's just not loading because it's a massive diff. I guess we can... 190 files. It should be able to load all that, right? Although I would have expected... maybe it just didn't. That's fine. Anyway, we'll keep these open. 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. We need 3.10 also. Actions? Mean? Swan? Okay, we're gonna keep these... Oh, fuck. Wait, how did I lose a tab? What did I do there? 7, 8, 10. 9. There we go. Okay, we have those 4 tabs. We'll leave those open while they run. Gzbaku says, what is Terraform? Well, fortunately for you, I recorded a video about Terraform, so you can check out this video where I explain in detail all about what's going on. Python 390, how's it going? This one says, okay, mockup hash side effect to raise an error. The error still raises just with my custom exception. They get some decent output. I mean, you could pick a different command and pass the command that always fails, I guess. Penny Colonel says, yo Milky, how's it going? Did you fix that broken drop game? Yeah, I heard it was messed up. I Can Why says, normally I hate coding in Python, but had fun watching you. Why do you hate Python? Everything is predefined. What do you mean predefined? Are you saying that all code is written in Python already? Because that's certainly not true. There's all sorts of shit that is unfinished, undone, or not even close to being ready. Jesus farted says, hey Anthony, hope you're having a good day so far. I'm not sure if you take questions, but I'm curious to know your take on this. What advice would you give your new grad / junior self when it comes to learning how to be the best engineer you could be? So at the point when I was new grad, I had already been employed in the industry. So I had like a decent, I already had like a decent starting point for there. But yeah, I think the only advice that I would give myself at that age is don't stay at a company for too long. I'd give myself two pieces of advice. Don't stay at a company for too long, because I was at Yelp for way too fucking long. You know, don't underestimate your worth, because I was severely underpaid at Yelp. And don't leave your job before you have another one lined up. Because I quit my job at Yelp, and then I was not able to leverage salary or whatever in negotiating at my next job. And you lose healthcare and all that other stuff. So those would be my three main pieces of advice. I'd probably also buy GME at $2. No, I don't know. Some other meme recommendation if we can cheese the system at that point, right? This Melky's clip here. What the fuck? This is pretty funny. I assume Milky was playing with the code to make it do something else, but yeah, pretty neat. Pretty nifto. Pretty neatio. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. I have no idea. I just read through the Vuxoig PR. Is the TLDR just they're saying someone else should handle it? Essentially. Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's a bug, but I don't fucking know. I don't really care either. Xanity says, how long did you stay at Yelp? For 5 years. Too fucking long. Way too long. Mazik says, buy BTC at 500 too. In meme hindsight. Yeah, I mean, I remember when Bitcoin was like, I don't know, $50 a pop. It would have been, bajillionaire. But you can't really predict these things, right? Cannot predict these things. Okay. Anyway, back to this repository. We need a generator. And we need to make... Where is it? This. Context lib. Context manager. And I'm surprised we have this code because I'm pretty sure we don't actually use either of these options. That's fine. It's gonna be cached with expiry. Why is this code different than the other one? Run underneath API. Yeah, no, it can't. We remove this comment, and I'll remove it there as well. And then we copy paste this little bit of code, and then MyPy should tell us where we need to adjust other code. That's the great part about using a type checker, is it can tell you exactly what you need to fix. Argument 1, context manager. Oh, probably because I didn't update the return value. Generator stir none. Yeah, and then this is all just the. What happened there? Oh, I did babby. I see. API get. So we need to change this to be a context manager with this as token. And then where's the last bit that we need the token for? Presumably we need to indent all of this. Yeah, because that last call uses a token. Okay. And then we need to re-indent stuff. And then MyPy should be happy. And pre-commit should be happy. Cool. Nice. People used to get 25 Bitcoin for being place 8. Now they have big stocks. Yeah, it's true. Brazilianaire. Oh no. Master State says, how hard do you think it is for non-CS grad to get a job in software engineering? Hard question. Definitely a hard question. I think the hardest part about getting a job or making a. I guess let's not talk about getting a job in software engineering. Let's talk about making a career in software engineering. I think the hardest part about that is getting the first job. And the reason for that is you have like very little to leverage against and demonstrate your worth on paper. And so from a company's perspective, you are at risk because they don't know whether you're good or not. They can't really know. Interviews are not a honestly, interviews are a terrible way to decide whether people are good, engineers, employees, etc. So, my thought there is like getting your first job is the hard part. And how to do that, it's hard for me to know the answer to that because I had a CS degree, although I did have a job before I had a CS degree. So I guess to some extent I can know the answer to that, although my first job was like, hey, look, I've been fucking around with computers for a while. I'm doing a thing that's very similar to what you're doing. I've demonstrated that I have knowledge because you've seen my project as a side effect of doing contracting work for part of this. And they're like, and so they were like, okay, cool, yeah, come do code. And for a lot of companies, like a degree is an easy cutoff for deciding like, okay, this person has passed some amount of bar for being a software engineer. But I don't personally think that software degrees make better programmers. I also find that using that as a hiring constraint tends to, skew your hiring bias towards white educated or white not intelligent, white wealthy males, which is not what you really want to do when you're hiring. Like, it's you're excluding an entire swath of people that are, potentially great at doing what you want them to do. I guess we've gotten a little off topic here, but yeah, I don't, I think it's not impossible. Like, my brother went through a coding boot camp and he's employed now. Like, I had a job before I had any formal computer science education. Um, yeah, it's definitely it's doable. It's hard. It's your the cards are stacked against you, but it's possible. Uh, Alexa, how's it going? Good to see you. James Wood says it's kind of forced testing, could not ship. So I assume you're monkey patching something to stick. Yeah. I mean, I've done this before. The other thing that you can do, I guess, so it's the problem is you're. Hmm. I think what you might want to actually do is, instead of having this function do your special handling here, have a function which just wraps subprocess.run that does this special handling. That way you can easily test this error code and you don't have to copy and paste this bit of try except everywhere. So you're essentially writing a wrapper around subprocess run. Your other idea is you don't need to handle subprocess error. You don't need to make your custom error type here. You really just need to make your custom error type wherever you're handling this. So, probably your top layer where you're printing error messages to users, you can catch called process error and then, either wrap it or just do the thing that prints a better result. So you kind of have two options there. Like, one is write a wrapper for this function. Two is move this error handling code up to where you're actually handling the errors. Because here you're tacking on information and re-raising. It's maybe not so useful. But anyway, those are my thoughts there. Those are my thoughts on that. Is MyPy ever truly happy? Or does it just sigh and say, I guess? I mean, to some extent, yeah. I'll leave it to Tech Keto. Yeah. Right, ELA? Also good to see you. Welcome back. Small call out that CS and engineering are two different paths as well, but yeah, you don't need it, but you just prove more without a degree. Yes. Oh, for sure. Yeah. And theoretical computer science honestly isn't that helpful in industry. Occasionally is, but not really. So yeah. But those are my thoughts. Judo Panda Pan says interviews are confirmatory, not expository. Yeah, that's an interesting way to put it. I kind of like that phrasing. In the recent years, it's become easier to get a software engineering job or any technical job without a degree due to self-learning having such a boom with the internet. That's true. It's true. Also, how's it going, Nice Satisfied? Good to see you. How's the new job going? Been through 1 week. I was not supposed to have programmed yet. It's essentially just been onboarding, HR onboarding stuff, which I don't know about you, but doing HR onboarding over Zoom is exhausting. It's essentially like 35 hours of Zoom videos, and my onboarding class is like 100 some odd people, and speaking in a Zoom meeting with 100 some odd people it's I don't know. I've mostly just I stayed muted like the entire time because the amount of like talking over other people is just absurd now. But I don't know. I don't really know what my actual work is going to look like for another couple of weeks. So judgment is still out on that. Jason says, I mean, it just raises domain and all the handling is there right now. So what I would say is, like, in main, handle subprocess.callProcessError. That way you don't even need your special wrapping class at that point. You just make sure that you're printing stuff that looks nicely there, I assume. Julian, how's it going? Good to see you. Hello. Just being on a Zoom meeting make you a Zoomer. I mean, how do I be a Zoomer? It's some stereotypical bullshit to be a Zoomer. No, it doesn't. Andy Khan says, hey Anthony, I missed some months. Where did you get a new job? I'm at Stripe as a staff software engineer on Python infrastructure. which technically isn't a team yet. So I guess for now my technical team is Scala infrastructure, which Python is bundled under because the monorepo where the Python code lives is also the Scala monorepo. So that's why those teams are joined at the hip. But yeah, welcome back. Good to see you. Lies, it's because all languages are subsets of Scala. I would believe it too. I would believe it. I would believe it. Can't believe you played that song. Which song? The one that's currently playing? I don't know. It's just in playlist. This one? That's the song. Oh, you listened to this particular song earlier. Huh. Interesting. Scala main now. Yeah. Friendship ended with Python. Scala is now my true bay. What is the main? Okay, so this is done now. We need to wait for it to build again. Because it builds twice on its way up to the butt, the cloud, the interwebs, the place where the things are. 12, see, it says 12 days ago. Wait, I'm super confused what's going on here. Why are there 6 Python 3.9 packages? Why are there doubles of all these? Are these just the newly uploaded ones? I'm gonna assume these are the newly uploaded ones. Where's the like view current builds? Is it in here? View all builds. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, I'm using like... Oh, I'm actually using quite a lot of my repository storage. Huh. View all builds. Currently building. Okay, so we have to wait for the 310 ones to get done. In Focal? 310 Focal. That's what we're waiting for. And then I can do the thing that I want to do. So remind me to refresh this page periodically. And then we'll go forward with that. Okay. But this should be done now. So did that API update, got rid of that dead comment. This diff looks a little bit big, but that's because I had to re-indent the code. If we do -w, it's a little less preox. Hey, what's up, Cub John CZ? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. You can add dash u again, command dash m periodic or you had me thinking about the chat message, damn it. What is this supposed to be? What did I commit message here? Get dash c runner show. Delete access tokens when done. We'll just reuse the same commit message. Runback scripts bill deploy, and we're just gonna YOLO this to prod. No math. Oh, missing the virtual environment. Humpty says, what are the most important things to reconsider when rewriting an entire system from an old PHP 5 to a modern web framework like Django? Depends how large the application is and what your goals are there. If your goals are to just like work in a new, nicer framework, you kind of take 2 approaches when you're rewriting something. One is just like fucking YOLO, straight port, don't worry about it, whatever. Did I not do this right? I did this wrong. It's supposed to say pull. Your 2 strategies are just like straight port, like get it to the nicer language, don't worry about updating things as you're going. And then the other approach is to like take more time and put a conscious effort to make a better system on the whole, and change the code as you're porting it. Of course, they both have like trade-offs. Like Straight port often doesn't make your code better; it just reorganizes it or like makes it slightly different. Like you trade one set of problems for a different set of problems, um, and you maintain like all of your existing legacy. And if it's not tested well, you don't have a good way to verify that you've done it correctly. And like, um, yeah, but if you're going to change everything, you have a entirely different set of problems because you don't really know whether things are in the state you want them to be in. Um, I've been through both types of rewrites. So like Lyft did a huge port of their PHP monolith to Python and Go services, and Lyft started with the approach that was like, take things, reimagine what the API should look like, and then split them out when needed, which was, arduous, slow, took a lot of engineering effort, like, was realistically never going to complete. And then at some point, they're like, no, we just need to get rid of the PHP. Even if the new code isn't significantly better, we just need to stop maintaining PHP. And so then they took essentially everyone in engineering and straight ported the code to Python and Go services. And in a lot of ways, the new code was not better. It's just the same shitty code in a different language. Um, but there were benefits because like we could reuse some of our better tooling that wasn't the PHP tooling that barely existed. You're breaking everything with a change of that scale, so maybe some fire from the hip choices, but watch the scope rewrites are really easy to spiral out of scope. Oh yeah, for sure. When my team did a huge rewrite, we duplicated the functions first, then we made function changes. That makes sense. Yeah, like I think investing in tests is also a good thing before you do stuff like that. But oh, Julian, do you have a book recommendation? Is this what this link is? Yes, a book recommendation. I don't read books myself, so I don't know whether I can't second the recommendation. But Julian is very good about recommending stuff, so probably a good read. It gets really funky fast if your test coverage is poor. Yeah, oh for sure. And Lyft's was there were many outages during the port, and even a straight port. Also, we had to port bugs over, so like we had to intentionally write bugs in new programming in new code. Um, just because if you fixate on fixing things, you'll never finish. Super Justo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, we've done one of them. What were the other ones we need to do? So we did auto updater, render is done. We need to do update, install, and web. We need to do update, install, and web. This isn't necessarily going to make any of these particular things slower because they need to do some cleanup work, but I think the safety is better than not. Pull prune. Yeah, this wouldn't have applied cleanly either. This model is almost the same, but slightly different. Generator. In all of these modules, it's a little bit copy paste. Which I will unify at some point, probably, maybe. But today is not the day. And then fuck my shit up, my pie. If you don't have tests, make them now. If you do, port them first. Yeah. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do tests for my projects. I don't want to mock the whole Discord API. Yeah, that's kind of rough. That is super frustrating as an engineer, knowing you are writing a bug, seeing the bug, but knowing you can't fix it right now because this isn't the goal of the task. Yep. Down the yak shaving rabbit hole you go. Okay, this one actually seems pretty simple. Hey, what's up? Old Dado, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Looks like the token is only used for this bit here. So I think it's just this as token. Oh, just fits. Just fits. Is token used anywhere else? Nope. API get installation. How does that work? Is that server to server? Yes. So it doesn't need a token. This one was easy. Did I get rid of that comment? I did. Cool. This one we can actually test pretty easily, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Build. Deploy. Don't have the virtual set up here either. Or you can use a VCR library, which is the in-between way. Yeah, that's true. Although, man, every VCR library I've tried to use has been frustrating at best. Okay, but let's see. No, not prints. Private window. Log into GitHub on my second account. Is till 2. GitHub. Sign in. Hey, what's up, Jugmac? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. How are you doing? I'm currently writing some mock endpoints for Discord testing. It's tricky because I'm using a Discord framework I didn't write, so it's give and take on how much I mock and how much I force. I see. Frustrating. No, I don't need that with Discord. Yeah. Yeah, I know that feel. Results dev.pre-commit.ci. Log into the dev website. Juice is back. Hello. How was your 50-minute shower? I'm sure it was fine. Okay. All right, so we're just going to remove a repo. Let's remove demo archive, save. So now if we click here, it should go away. Cool. Eventually consistent. Looks good. Let's deploy this to production. And prod. Look, some people also laid in bed checking crypto after. I see. Yeah, the crypto markets never close, so you'll sit there and F5 over and over and over. Damn it! One of the 3 remaining builds that I actually need to finish is not done. Son of a bitch. I'm using Discord.js. They have tests, but not really that good ones. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so that one is done. I think that just leaves web. We already have context lim. Cool. We don't. Wow, really? We have context lim, but not generator. Are we ignoring something? We are ignoring something. I see. Generator. Context lib, the context manager. Generator. None. And remove this comment because it's bogus. I know, this is the embarrassing copy-paste code. But we're almost done with this boring copy-paste. So we copy this, and then we tell MyPy to please tell me all the things that are wrong. Oh yes, thank you, MyPy. Very helpful. Web handler 261. Access token. So we had to do with as token. And I renamed it to token so that I can hopefully fit it in there. Okay, that looks good. Let's put one of them out of the way. Let's actually go from the bottom up. That way I don't need to continually run this. Status token. I guess we can just call that token because I don't see anything else called token here. With as token. Indent all these. This change is gonna look big and ugly. Yes. Oh, I gotta do that one too. Fuck. Yes. $544. $544. Oh, that's the call site. 517. This is another one up here somewhere. Status token. Gonna do this with as token. Indent all of this. And then do the same replace that we did. That should make MyPy happy. But it probably makes Flake8 unhappy. Because we probably made a line too long. Yeah. Sure shit. I got rid of everything GPL, but now we're using the syntax for syntax of hell for FFmpeg. Yeah. It's not surprising there. Not surprising there. I'm basically writing a wrapper around the wrapper so I can switch backends when the day comes. Oh, I see. Nice. God, don't mention don't have proper typings. I'm using TypeScript. Sometimes I have to use modules that are 6+ years old and don't have typings. Oh. But you can always write your own stubs, right? Chat, can you use a function in a test file if above that function there's a test for that function? Oh, are you saying like call other tests in a test? You can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Sarcastic Dante with the 21-month in a row sub. I believe you are my sub leader. Who says use password managers, kids? Indeed, use password managers. Also, good to see you, Sarcastic Dante. How are you doing on this fine Saturday? 460 no QA E501 539 is almost certainly going to be the same thing. No QA E501. Unfortunately, we will be changing how this works soon. We'll be linking to the marketplace, which hopefully, if we get enough done today, I can turn on pre-commit.ci in the paid marketplace. And then, yeah, do well with that. Never mind, but meant calling one part of my library that's already tested to use another test. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Woke up for my second nap today. I'm doing better now. Second nap, man. That's some power napping right there. Okay, so get def-w is a little bit easier to see. Mostly just re-indenting, renaming that variable. But overall looks good. Git commit dash m, delete access tokens when done. And build deploy to dev, and then there's only three endpoints that I changed, so we can manually test all three of them because I don't have good automation tests. You only got 3 hours of sleep last night, Juice? That's awful. That is awful. Okay. I didn't get much sleep last night either. I got a little bit more than 3 hours, but not much more. Okay, so I think I can go async 2. That's one of the endpoints that we changed. That should redirect. Yep, it does. Cool. And we need to make a commit to trigger the other one. We can do that by just adding some trailing white space. Nope, that's not the right place. Edit file, trailing white space, commit. I think I did some caffeine mistakes, which led to anxiety, which led to insomnia. You know the cycle. The sneaky hate spiral. Okay, looks like this worked. Because we got our auto fix here. Man, that was so fast. So fast. Ooh, look at this. Look at this microsecond symbol. I don't see that too often on this. That's because the config is so small. And YAML go brr. It's still really slow. There's no reason YAML should take that long to read a very tiny file, but the way things go, I guess. Oh, both of them are microseconds. Cool. We should be able to get this one down to microseconds too. It should just be a single stack call in the best case. But maybe we'll do that today. I keep talking about it. All right, let's deploy you to production. And prod. And that checks another thing off of our to-do list. Delete tokens when done. Nice! Git push version head. Let me actually make sure I pushed the other ones as well. So we did update install. Git status. Yeah, we did that one. And we did what? This one's really hard, by the way. Both of these two things are really hard. I'm thinking about them in the back of my head right now. We did update install. We did web, which we just pushed. We did auto updaters, the other one. Push that one. Okay, cool. So yeah, that is very done. Let's do the Docker image go burr one. I think that one will be easy 100 millisecond win, which isn't much, but you know, any amount of millisecond speed up is, I think, worth it. So I guess Scientist says, I just sleep through the weekends recently. I tried to fix the schedule, but fuck one evening, it's all gone. That's true. Actually, we're at a good point for me to fill up my water. So I'm gonna go do that. I will be right back, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, I'm back. How's it going? The observer says, "Oh, I gotta prove my water because otherwise Mikael will be like, I got it. It's there. It's there." Does Terraform Cloud list you all the versions you deployed so you can roll back to any previous version, or how does it work? It looks like you don't tag your deploys. Good question. I don't know because I use a roll forward workflow for reverting. So I haven't done any rollbacks myself. Terraform, copy and paste. Oh no, it's Control V. I got a tool vector here. And I know you can see it on my keyboard, but I'm too lazy to do it the other way. Okay, so it will show me all of my runs here. I don't know if there's a way to roll back to a previous one. But let's say if we wanted to do this, we're in dev. I guess you could queue an old plan? I'll see what this does. What does this do? I think this just queues the latest plan. And not that particular revision. Let's see what it does. If it queues the latest plan, it'll have no diffs. If it queues an old plan, it should have a revert. Okay, yeah, so it just queues the latest plan. So it looks like the answer is not with the workflow that I'm using. It does not, it doesn't allow you to revert, but it does show you all of the revisions, so you could, like, you know, revert all the commits back to a particular point in time and then roll forward. But yeah, I think the approach is a roll forward approach where you make a new commit that reverts the change and then do that. Oh, missed some follow notifications. Cosmar, thank you for the follow. And Schwarzschild HS, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Jason says, so how bad would it be to write my own context manager just so I can use a temp file that tries to delete the end but doesn't error if it doesn't exist? Seems fine to me. I've done that before. Juicebox here says, when Noodle is behind Ty like that, he looks like a short boy. Yeah. We got a little teeny tiny Noodle today. Although Noodle is not a short boy. Noodle is, god damn it. Noodle is very much a long boy. But yeah, when Noodle's hiding back there, Noodle was actually propping Ty up because Ty's feeling a little lumpy today. And I don't know why. Oh, we knocked over carpet too. Dang it. But yeah, little Noodle today. Don't mean writing it just how unnecessary overkill. Seems like it'd be fine. Judo Panda Pants says, I believe the model in Terraform is to roll forward to a new commit, so you basically spool on to the revert commit. Yeah, exactly. That's the approach that I use as well. Wait, you've done that before? If you could remember where, it would be nice. I think it's close. I can think of one file in closed source code at Lyft in a repository named control, and the file is, I think it's control util is the file, and the function was a temporary directory creation context manager that didn't care about teardown. But yeah, I don't know. If only we didn't report the Yelp this was at Lyft. I'm pretty sure I've done it at Yelp too, but I think I only know about closed source versions of this. And the other problem is I write so many context managers that auditing all of them would take fucking forever. All repos, rip, context lib, context manager in Python files. And you'll see that there are, oops, I typoed WC. I have written 107 context managers. Well, some of these are not mine, but most of them are mine. Most of them are in pre-commit. Huh. Brickman and Babby has a lot of them. I guess what we can do is find the files that have context manager and put paths, and then we can find the files that have temp file in there. That should narrow it down. I guess that's not too many to audit all of them. Context lid, the context manager. This one is old code from before temporary directory existed. Oh wait, no, this is just cleanup. How does this thing get used? Oh, yeah, literally code that could have been temporary directory in Python 3. So not that one. This one is a directory changing one, so not that one. This is an atomic opening function, so not that one. This one is an environment mutation one. This is that same CWD one that we saw before. This one is an error code one. That's the same one we just saw. This one is, I think I've actually already replaced this with temporary directory, but this is an old version of that code. We did that on stream a couple days ago. Here's another one that could be temporary directory. This one is a container. Bark, bark, bark. No booty. Thank you for the resub. 7 months. Bark, 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 indeed. Oh, that was pretty funny. Another one that could have been temporary directory. Oh, I could probably update this one because I don't really care about Python 2 in here. Another one that could have been temporary directory. I also no longer care about Python 2 here. I should really go through and audit these at some point. Let me leave myself a note. OS to do. Purge, crafty, C Python, Python 2 code, all repos, grep, make dtemp in Python files. Probably get rid of all those. And the list never gets shorter. So not that one. This is syspath hackery. This one is an atomic write function. I didn't write this one. Chris wrote this one. Maybe I wrote this one. This looks like something I would write. Locking code, SQLite connection code. Here we go. This is exactly what you were talking about. Only deleting if it exists. The thing with this though is, why did I do it like this? Why didn't I just do, oh, only on an exceptional failure does it clean the code. I see. I was like, why didn't I just finally? But yeah, because it's only in exceptional cases. But yeah, here's like check if it exists. There is a like existence to raising bug here, but it's in an exceptional case, so it's not. I mean, it's already it's a bug, so it doesn't really matter. What is this? This is PyTest. We can skip all the PyTest ones. Oh, I did want to look at this one. Yep, this can be replaced with temporary directory as well. Anyway, but yeah, there's a couple examples. Also, no booty. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thank you for the resub. It says, wait, I can do that to only need to clean up if step process that runs fuck shit up. Yeah, you can track exceptional cases and do it that way. 100%. 100%. What was I gonna do? Oh, we're gonna make the image pulling faster-ish, I guess. But also potentially buggy. My thought. So what it's doing right now what it's doing right now is it is trying to run podman image inspect. And this command takes about 100 milliseconds. Time podman image inspect. So you gotta do sudo -u pc runner podman image inspect runner image latest. That time it took a lot fucking longer. But anyway, this command can take a while. Probably because I'm on a shared machine, it's VM, it's not so great. But we can probably short circuit this a little bit easier by caching the images that we know about on disk in some way. Oh, I'm suddenly hungry. Why am I suddenly hungry? But yeah, so after pull, I think what we can do is write a little file somewhere that contains the information that we need. Michaela says I have a tomato. Man, I love tomatoes. Tomatoes are so good. I like eating them like apples because I'm a crazy person. So what I want to do here is write a little cache file somewhere. Same, I just eat the whole thing. Nice, nice. Or grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. Have a handful of those. Oh, so good. I haven't had tomatoes in a long time. I should get some tomatoes. Because they're relatively healthy and they're better than the fucking snack food that I'm eating right now. God damn it. These are beefsteak tomatoes. They're all big and thick and yummy. Beefsteak tomatoes? This is a risky Google. Beefsteak fungus. Beefsteak fungus. Beefsteak tomato. Oh yeah, these ones are real good. Real good. What is beefsteak fungus? Oh. Interesting. Unusual bracket fungus. I want to... Is this the Wikipedia article? Why is it not telling me where this link goes? There we go. Fistulina hepatica. Beefsteak mushroom redirects here. This name can also refer to the potentially lethal. Yeah, beefsteak fungus. Definitely doesn't look exactly like a dick. Anyway. I'm interested because well, I guess I can show you photos of this. Recently, my friend invited me to go foraging with him and his girlfriend. And we went and found mushrooms, and then we jellies. That's what they were fucking called. I was having a hard time remembering what one of the mushroom types was called. But we found some edible mushrooms. We also ate some what are they called? Sea urchin. But there are two types of mushrooms that we found. We found three edible mushroom types. These ones are called chanterelles, and these ones are called bearded hedgehog, I think. So we found four of these and two of these ones. And this is sea urchin, and these are jellies. We found fucking hundreds of these. They're also edible. But yeah, we found a bunch of these. And the uni you eat on toast. So this is what the sea urchin on toast looks like. It's pretty fucking good. Let me see if I can find the photos of the actual urchin, the live ones, before we murderified them. Here we go. This is what the sea urchin looked like before we dissected them. Cute little spiky buddies. This one is far too small to actually consume. but they're an invasive. This particular type is an invasive species in California. So if you find any of them, you're supposed to murderify them. But yeah, we had some of those. They were good. But that's why I was interested in the mushroom. That's why I clicked on it. But anyway, I love potentially lethal mushrooms. Sounds delicious, right? Munga DOS? Yeah, it was a mushroom. It's not a penis. Semmelstoppelpils in German. I definitely pronounced that incorrectly in German. Cool. I ate the kush. Yeah, I ate the forbidden kush balls. It's true. Digmax says, I'm a mushroom nut. Perfect action to get batteries recharged after 8 hours. Nice. Interesting. This is the first time I had gone foraging. It was fun. It was fun. I'd definitely do it again. The spike balls were probably not worth the work though. Do you see how many there are here? All of these mushrooms. All of these minus I think 2 that we did at the beach ended up being this much flesh. So really not a good trade-off there. But I don't know, it was fun. No sir, mushrooms are fungi, not nuts. Einstein says, I just finished setting up my new desk. I actually just received my new desk that I'm going to be setting up to do work in the other room, but I have not assembled it yet, and I'm very intimidated by assembling it because it is a very, very large box. Like, an extremely large box. Did you have to pick the little prickles one by one with the tweezers? So the way they work is they're kind of like a dome of hard, like, skeletal structure, and then the spines are all on the top. And so what they usually do is they stick on a rock like this, and so you pry them off the rock, and then underneath there's like a little opening around the you got your thing here, and there's a little teeny opening, and you kind of you first scoop the mouth out of it because that's the little thing that attaches to the rock, and then you break the hard outer shell in kind of like a circle, and then the little flesh is kind of in the bottom there. Artheno, thank you for the resub at 9 months. You get a fancy new badge, Artheno. Thank you for your continued support. Good to see you again. Stop blowing out fungus sticks. Okay, yeah, we can get rid of the fungus sticks. Deal. But yeah, that's kind of how you open them up and deal with them. Okay, so my idea here is to write a little cache file for the particular image name in a directory, and check for that file before we do this here. There is the chance that this becomes out of date, but I think it really only is going to happen if I start doing image cleanup, which I have not done image cleanup yet. And I think I probably won't because the boot time of my machines is so fast. I'll just rotate the instances. So we essentially need to take this function. This bit up here is the fast path, and this here is the slow path. We need to write some data during the slow path such that the fast path can be fast, essentially. Charity, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Greetings from Brazil. Well, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. D20 says, chat, don't want to start a flame war, but do we try accept os.remove or os.path.exists? os.remove. I mean, the more correct way is to do try accept. But whichever way you want to do it. Marsma, how's it going? Hello. How's your new job? I've had 1 week of HR hell. That's about it. So I don't really know for another couple weeks how my job's going. I crave the flesh of urchins. Honestly, it was a lot of work and they weren't that great. to be completely honest, I think they were good. It just I don't know that it was actually worth it. I don't want to do cable management as I don't have zip ties, so I'm just not going to. Nice. I have a bunch of zip ties, so I'm going to be doing some cable management. Judo Panda says, this is exactly the sort of thing I would over-engineer by using SQLite and having it understand all the different labels that a given image ID has. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do flat files with the image contents inside, because you can very quickly read and write a simple flat file store. So that's what I'm gonna do. With my welcome back. Hello. What do you and Juicebox do with all those zip ties? These zip ties are not big enough for bondage. If that's what you're asking, Michaela. I expect some pics after you manage to assemble the desk. Yes, I will be sending some photos in the Discord after I assemble the desk. So that'll be cool. MSR, how's it going? Hello. Good to see you. Athena says, "How's the new job? Did you break everything already?" I mean, I have made one commit and it didn't break anything, so yeah. Bondage zip ties product idea. It already exists, Judo Panda Pants. It already exists. I can't believe you answered that straight. What? I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean answer that straight? What? I see. Bonk from Cable Man. Oh, I see. I was like, what is this image? Oh, it's the bonk image. I see. Useless Pony says, just buy the ones police use for cuffs. It's true. I mean, you can probably tie toes together with the zip ties I have, but I don't know if that's all that useful. Marsma says, first commit to use pre-commit in the new job. So funny thing, Marsma, they're already using pre-commit, but in a really fucking ass backwards way. They're not using any of the actual features of pre-commit. They're essentially just using it as a shell script runner, which it does fine, but yeah, it's not really what it's intended for. But you know, I don't really care. Oh, actually, the cool thing is even if my state data really only gets out of date. Oh well. Yeah. I'm gonna scrape some websites with pre-commit. Wait, what? You'll make it rock? Yeah, we'll see. It's a little bit. It's weird. Okay, so do we use this somewhere? We do. Caster. Perfect. So what do I want to do here? I want to do image ID cache. Do this. Image ID. Ooh. That was a fun one. So what do I want to do here? Try with open path to join image cacher image is f return f dot read dot strip except os error. We can do with context lib dot suppress. Actually, just do this. Okay, so that is our fast path here. See, cache file equals path dot join image cache to image cache file and so if it exists and the file is there, we read that out. And otherwise, hey, what's up, Renzo versus the Machine? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Otherwise, we get the standard out, and that contains the image ID, and we write that file with open. Or we're gonna do make dirs image cache dir exist okay equals true, and then with open cache file write as f dot write rent v, and then return rent v. So that should allow us to cache this information. Just a little disk cache to make it easier to go burr, I guess. What did I call this? Image ID cache. Yeah, I like that better. Image ID cache. X. Okay. And I think we can just do this. Run our image latest demo. Andreas X, how's it going? Time to use pre-commit as an init system. Well, you might be able to in like a weird, shitty way, but hey, what's up? Junicasio, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So then working on pre-commit is technically work. Not really. They're using a version that's super fucking old as well, which I plan to upgrade at some point just because I fixed so many bugs since that version that it's like kind of ridiculous. They're on 1.20. I guess that's not super old. Oh wait, it's 2021. Yeah, that's super old. What are they missing? You don't care about any of these bugs. They do care about this bug, but presumably they're using a new enough get, so maybe they don't care about that bug either. There's all sorts of features that they probably care about. I'm more interested in the bugs though. I don't really care about that one. Nor that one, nor that one. Nor that one. They do care about this one. So yeah, I should probably update. Also, they'll drop the Python 2 garbage, so that's good too. Okay, so that is doing that. So let's see how fast the pulling image is now. 0. It took 0 time. This, of course, isn't a good representation of the actual time. If we want to see what the actual time would have looked like, get diff to patch runner. This is what it would look like before. So you can see it took like a whole second there. So we shaved off a second. Now in actual CI, it's not a shared machine. It's not running a desktop environment, so it's not quite a second. But yeah, it's still good there. What party we're on? We're speeding up a little thing. This here, I'll show you. We're speeding up image pull to not need. So right now this pull image. See how this is 126 milliseconds? I can essentially make this 0. So it doesn't save much, but you know, every millisecond adds up. So if we can make this 0, that's what I'm trying to do. So right now what it's doing is it's doing podman image inspect on this image ID here to get this output. But we know this output once we've pulled it the first time, and I don't do any image deletion at the moment. So yeah. Oh, sorry, it says explains memory view. You know, to be honest, I have not used memory view myself. From what I understand, is it is a read-only view of an underlying C buffer that may change. Exposes a C-level buffer interface Python object can be passed around like any other object. So it's like a read-only view of a mutable buffer, from what I understand. It doesn't get used all that much. Why did it give me the C-level? I don't care about the C-level. Object must support the buffer protocol. Yeah, so this is a way to make a wrapper object around something that looks like bytes, but it's not actually a bytes object. And the point is that it's immutable. Oh, it's read writable. I see. I thought it was read only, but I guess not. I don't know why you would ever want this though. I guess because they're. You actually don't know why you would ever want this. Why would you use a memory view? I don't know the answer. Why would I use a memory view? I need subsets of binary data that are only needed to support indexing. Oh, okay. So it's to avoid large copies. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can do a video on that. But it's not all that interesting. Renzo vs. the Machine. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hen Hunter, welcome back. Let's see. Wait, did you reply to yourself, Jake Pratt? How did that work? Wait, you did. How you do that? Jason White says, first context manager I've ever written. Yeah, seems fine. Looks like it works. I would maybe not use name temporary file in this case. I would just probably use make as temp. Although then you have to deal with the file descriptor shit. So yeah, maybe it's fine. Ship it. Hey, what's up? CH Cholito, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Gotta cook some stuff. Be back in a mix. Sounds good. Oh man, I'm hungry. I'm hungry now. All right, but I think this works. So let's deploy it. The deploy takes forever. Like, oh no, where'd my patch go? Get diff. Oh, we got this from the other thing. I wonder if there's a way to read the Podman database directly. That would be less error prone than this. Podman image database. I guess I could just poke at it. I don't really want to. I think it's in local. Local share containers storage. Overlay images. Oh. Yeah, this is where they are stored. So I could read this file, and then I don't have to maintain my own little file. But I don't know how consistent this is going to be. I also don't know... Can I read other users? PC runner, local... The answer is no. Mission denied. Okay, anyway. Develop Megasound could use that, but I would discard the file descriptor anyways, so I don't know about any advantage. Yeah, I mean that's what name temporary file is doing for you. It is also discarding that file descriptor. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so I think this looks good. Hash when images are pulled to speed up image check. Jugmax says, I just use all repos to run Tox4 Alpha 6 on the hundreds of Zope and Plone repositories. Technically, it is still running. No need to turn on the heating this night. Nice. That's awesome. Good to hear that it was helpful. Scripts, build AMI. Actually, I should leave a note to myself. If image cleanup is ever implemented, it should be adjusted. It makes an assumption that images are never deleted. Yeah. Which is currently true. But I don't know if it'll be true permanently. Scripts.deploy. Deploy get rev parse. I still need to fix the deploy scripts here as well. But that'll run for a while. So while this is running, I need to generate some product screenshots for pre-commit.ci so that I can put it on the marketplace. Really? Oh, I don't have anything for testing context managers. You just call them and see what they do. Just use the code like you would. You know, describe their side effects. Oh, actually, another thing that we can do. Let's peel back the stack a little bit. This should be done now. So I should be able to podman run Ubuntu focal bash apt update and apt install software properties. Common no install recommends. And apt repository ppa dead snakes /nightly and apt update and apt install Python 3.10 minimal no install recommend. So I want to see if we get the new version here, which should have match, and then I can implement the testing that I want to do. I didn't do -y. It's got two big builds running at the same time now. Explains Stripe. Stripe is a payment. Well, they actually have a lot of products. Originally started as just like a payments processor, but they're Oh, I don't want to set up the fucking time zones. Control D that shit. Their tagline is like modernizing payment infrastructure for the web or something. I don't know. Something like that. CC Bill competitor. I actually don't know what CC Bill is. Enter to confirm. Bum, bum, bum. Case. Okay, so now we should be able to Python 3.10. X equals 5. February 27th. That's today, right? Match X. Case 4. And 4. Okay, cool. So that's worth the match statement. So, I should be able to do now is go to visualstudio.com and go through the login hell. Does this work? Then Azure Pipelines, and then new pipeline, classic editor, GitHub, ace/flake8 match. Continue. YAML. ace/flake8, .flake8 match. Azure pipelines.yaml. And then triggers, pull request, build forks, save, and then, what do I do then? Oh, I gotta get the little ID out of here. 69! Nice! Flake8 match. Already cloned it, apparently. Reamd. Should I predict the number? Oh, I did. I knew it was going to be 69, so I already did 69. Damn it! How do I make a patch here? I guess I can just make a no-op branch. Empty dash m no-op to test Azure pipelines. Push that and run that. See what happens. Because says you were looking for something like what I linked because it looks pretty. Wait, what did you link? Oh, carbon.net. Yeah, I've seen that before. I'm basically doing product screenshots, not of pre-commit, but of pre-commit.ci. So it's basically just gonna be screenshots of browsers, not of terminals. Why do people not test context managers? See, you're looking at my code. I just wanted to make sure that it was callable at all. So if no directory existed here, I wanted this is testing the case where the directory doesn't exist. I just wanted to make sure it didn't crash. Time to go play basketball because it warmed up to 46F and they plowed the court. Nice! Have fun, Michaela. Craig says, that was weird random voice clipping through on your stream. Did anyone else hear that? It's probably RTX voice. Which, there's a bug in here. Which I currently have on because there's construction outside and it's really loud. It's really annoying. You are writing like a poem. Where? Where am I writing like a poem? I mean, oh, you mean the big old command line that I did? Yeah, probably. Ghost, yeah. And NVIDIA RTX voice glitching out. Yeah, 100%. That's definitely what it is. This is some typing. Write temp file.temporary file wrapper to wrap my temp file. Oh yeah, for sure. Because I don't think they actually exposed the actual type there. Guy Burnett, how's it going? Hello, hello. How's the new job treating you? How's the new job threatening you? That's a great way to put it. How's the new job threatening you? I mean, it's going well so far. I guess I won't really know until like my third week, because it's all just onboarding bullshit until then. I want to hear the glitch. Wait, I didn't hear it. Oh, I see. Because it like glitched out a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I said okay, so now it must not have been okay with me saying okay. It's probably because I was quiet for so long. But yeah, doesn't even have typing, so I guess it's just any or custom stubs. But for one function, doesn't seem like. Well, you shouldn't be calling the underscored function. Wait. In theory. Does it have much time? Oh yeah, I heard that. Government says, I've seen the Go shenanigans. Do they do Go? Oh no, I was just complaining about that for pre-commit. I guess Stripe does have some Go. They are primarily, well, their oldest code is the Ruby monolith. They have Scala, Java, Go, and Python for other auxiliary languages, and I'm going to be working on Python infrastructure. But I was mainly complaining about Go 1.16 because it broke the pre-commit integration. Which, yeah. What are you gonna do? Did I open this link already? Okay, yeah. We wanted to just do this to make sure it works. I'll also merge this no-op patch. Files changed to 0. Look at this, chat. No changes. What an interesting pull request. Come on, Azure Pipelines. I believe. Make it happen. Let's see it. I mean, typing type file is just a little help. Like custom things, there isn't any typing to be done for it. How many people are in Python infrastructure? Technically, my team is part of Scala infrastructure at the moment, but there are 4 of us that do Python infrastructure, and 2 of us are brand new. So, yeah, before I joined, it was just 2 people. You might know you'll know one of them if you know Timothy Crosley, who works on iSort. Yeah, so I'm working with the iSort guy. If you can, if you're interested in celebrity Python developers, I guess. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, okay. So this is running. This is running. That's good. Are you building Python 3.10 x64? That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Did this install the nightly, though, is the question. I guess the test passed, then yeah, it did. Sick! Cool! Alright, dope. So I can merge this. Will he convince you to use iSort? No. Why would I use iSort? He's doing PyProject.tom will convey? Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's not happening. That's not happening until I can delete like 90% of what Flykite does with configuration right now, because it's fucking absurd. But yeah, this should make the little badge go green after it runs on master, which is the last little bit that I want to do with this library. But yeah, what is this? What do we got here? What do we got on the tweeter? Stun at me for my F-string skills or lack thereof. Oh, this is cool. I like that. Pretty neat. Tox run failed. Oh no. And this is fine. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I like it. Cool. Cool. Have you run yet? Are you done yet? Nope. Still chugging along. Tux 4 Alpha? Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, that was the thing you were talking about earlier. I understand. I understand. Come on. It takes a while to, wait, why did it run? Oh, because it still has to install 3.9 to run 3.10. Yeah. Yes. Which distribution is this using? 1804 still. So I was actually waiting for the wrong build. But this is fine. It looks like it has 114. That was the one that we uploaded earlier. Oh yeah, we already know because of the test path. Why am I doubting this? Finalized job. Okay. You should be green. You should be green. Why you know? Build pipeline not found. It's probably caches, right? Yeah, it's just caches. Okay. Cool. All right, that's all done. This is done now too, so now we can test this, see how much faster it is. So before it was like 100 to 200 milliseconds to do the image check. That should be, I'm hoping it's microseconds again. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. I mean, of course, in the scheme of things, it's not that much different. 12 milliseconds. That's slower than I expected. Probably because it's not in disk cache. Actually surprised how slow that is. And this one. Maybe the second run will be faster. But 12 milliseconds. Oh, why? Why are you so much slower? Oh, you know what it is? There's some code that happens between these two. I think that's what it's doing, maybe. Pull image. That's pre-pull. Yeah, there's an API call. So it's profiling the API call. But yeah, that makes sense. My only complaint is that Tox is never capitalized, and you did in that tweet. Otherwise, top-notch work. Oh yeah. Pre-commits never capitalize either, but people capitalize it a lot. Also, it has a dash. People forget the dash. Oh, I don't know. I'm being pedantic, but I feel you there. I feel you there on that one. Okay, cool. So let me deploy this prod now. AWS profile. I still haven't fixed the script. So I have to do this kind of janky deploy. git rev parse it. It also doesn't know how to delete images properly. It's a little messy. But yeah. Student says IO bytes actually seems like a fine type for my pipe, probably because I'm not using any of the methods. Yeah, that'll probably work. I love pre-commit and Pascal case. Oh man. I do see a lot of that actually. But yeah, it's not Pascal case. But amusing. I and it's funny to see it like that. Never commit, says Griffinborg. Yeah. That's the I mean there are ways to configure pre-commit to be never commit. And people are like, pre-commit's broken, it's not letting me commit. And it's like, no, you just configured it wrong. Configured two things that are fighting each other. One of them wants trailing commas and the other one doesn't. What are you doing? Although I think Black and Add trailing comma actually agree more than they used to. Now that Black has that kind of weird magic commas thing, which as far as I can tell about Black's magic comma handling, is it will slowly transform any sufficiently sophisticated code base to always having multi-line calls, even if they would fit on shorter lines. Cabernet says, I recently found that 90% of my colleagues think you can only use pre-commit as pre-commit and don't want to use something that they don't explicitly invoke. Yeah, I mean, when I usually explain it, I talk about like the get hooks part. That was the original intention, but it's pretty optional nowadays. You can use it just as a command line tool. And that's actually, I think, where it shines more than the actual get hooks part, because the get hooks part is like kind of, I don't know. It works and it works well and it paves over kind of the shitty parts of the get hooks part, but yeah, the actual selling point is the installation parts and the execution parts, not the other parts. But how do we tell people that you can use it as an executable, right? I think maybe the ship has sailed on that one because of the name, but I don't know how to fix that, unfortunately. Me explaining to my boss that I have no metrics because all of my commits were rejected by our impending AI takeover. Oh no. Hey, what's up, the John Mega? How's it going? Good to see you. Waiting on a deploy here. Although we don't have to wait. Was this in my to-do list, or did I just do something that I didn't actually need to do? Let's see. Logging, no. Status page, no. I think this is actually not a problem. I just haven't validated it yet. No, haven't done that. Haven't done this. So the problem with this item here is as soon as I do this, so I want runs to auto expire because otherwise my disk usage goes up and up and up forever. The problem with this is I currently use the table size to know how many runs have happened. Yes, DynamoDB describe table name runs profile prod. How many runs are we up to? We just passed 27,000 runs. That's crazy. But yeah, as soon as I start doing TTL expiry, this table will get smaller and I won't know the actual number anymore. So I'll have to do I'll have to figure out some way to record this. I'm sure if I had, recorded metrics for it, it would not have been a problem, but yeah. I don't know how this is gonna work. Well, I have an idea. That one's kind of hard to do. Deploy script in runner to have --m. Yeah, I complain about this every time I deploy with this kind of jank thing here. Can maybe work on that. Oh, but I want to do product screenshots so that I can actually get I can start selling. I've done this. I need to do this. I have an idea on how to do this. Kind of hard, but I have an idea. Submodule v2 fallback. Still haven't done that. This is actually code that Sarcastic Dante has written before. Athena says, write a tool that runs pre-commit but has a proper name. So, funny thing about this, I was going to make a April Fool's joke that pre-commit was renaming to Linter Runner, and I even got so far as to uh, register linterrunner.com, which redirects to precommit.com. So I don't know. it is a thing. Could be a thing. The jumping it says, doing another refactor of my compiler. This time my legs are nice. Hey, what's up, Shapiro J? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm glad you're loving the stream too. Is it fine to not test these functions? I don't even know what I could test here. I mean, it's up to you. Testing is as much or as little as you want to do. You don't necessarily have to test if you don't want to test. That's completely fine. Oh yeah, this is annoying though. I feel ya, because completed process until Python 3.9 doesn't have a generic. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like there's not really much behavior you would want here. Like these are just pure procedural code. And writing tests for procedural code isn't necessarily that useful, from what I've seen. Okay, but let's take some product screenshots so that I can fill out my application for Marketplace. Let me put this off screen for a sec. Because I need to get to the settings panel. I'm pretty sure it shows some stuff that I don't want to show. Oh, let's do my password too. GitHub. Copy the password, paste password, login. Marketplace. Okay. I think I can show you this now, hopefully. So the last thing that I need to do in order to request publishing is to fill out my listing description. Amin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I mostly filled this out. Pre-commit.ci, continuous integration service to the pre-commit framework, code quality, continuous integration, a bunch of programming languages that it supports. Currently, I will add more as I add better support. Apparently, you can only list 10 languages though, so we're going to run out of language listing at some point. Customer support URL. The docs, I guess. Privacy policy, need to list that. Don't need to list these. Documentation URL, same. Logo is uploaded. And listing details are uploaded. This is courtesy of Convico. Detailed description. This is copied from the website. And the last thing that I need is product screenshots that need to be at least 1200 pixels wide. They need to be 1:1 aspect ratio. So I think what I'm going to be doing is taking some screenshots of some runs. And the auto updater, maybe an auto update pull request as well. And kind of photoshopping, well, not, I don't have Photoshop, photoshopping those together. Let's see if we can find. I think they actually use the hooks. So I don't know if there's actually a yeah, there's no auto runs in here. Damn it. I always struggle to find auto update runs. Oh, you know what? I know how I can find this. I can go here because I know there was one recently. And then I can go here, and then I can find failed runs. Oh, no, no failed runs. Dang it. Here's some failed runs. All on the same pull request. Yeah. Wait, what got fixed here? Oh, here we go. Auto pip 8 did some fixing. So, I have no concept of how tall 1200 pixels is. Also, I need to make this look less garbage at some point. How do you guys know how tall screenshots? How tall 1200 pixels is? I guess my monitor is 1600 high. Hmm. Just count him, bro. Yeah. Right. I can do some JavaScript, right? Uh, window dot inner width 1300. So let's get that. Can I assign this? I can, but it doesn't do anything unless I just happen to get to. Oh, there's a little thing up at the top. Oh, oh, but it's the value is not correct at all. So it's saying that this is 1200 right here. Right? That's 1201. Oh, now I fucked it up. Window dot width. Damn it. I can refresh. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Yeah, why does it think it's 960? Document dot body dot width. Flight width. 947. The fuck? Where are like 400 pixels going? Oh, you know what? It's because it's not at default zoom. That's why. Client width. Yeah, so now it's at 1800 pixels. Oh, fuck. I just want someone to do this for me. This is such a pain in the ass. Wait, adds a type in 3.9? Yeah, 3.9 adds built-in generics to almost all of the things. The answer says, in low, the Firefox screenshot, it's so good. Oh, I see. I see. You can set the resolution with colon screenshot to be like double the screen resolution. Oh. Jamie says, just noticing you have short enter on the keyboard. Oh, you mean like it's not a L-shaped key? Yeah, it's just a normal key. That's pretty standard in the US at least. Okay, maybe this isn't the best stream to do. Maybe this isn't best to do on stream because I feel like I'm just gonna bumble around with like making screenshots for forever. That doesn't sound like fun. I should write code, not fuck around with screenshots. But it is the last thing that I need to do before I can propose my marketplace listing. And then screenshots for marketplace listing. I actually need to fill up my water though, so I'm gonna go do that. I will be right back, and I will see you in a bit. Hello, I'm back. I also got some peanut butter pretzels. Because I'm hungry. So I have a snack. Whoa, this one's weird. It's a double one. Um. Anyway, OM show water as usual. Oxnun and 3 Divad, thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I haven't entered what's screwing me up since I'm used to the tall enter. Interesting. Actually, can't think of the last keyboard that I had that had a tall enter key. One of the machines in our lab was imported from the US, and I cannot type on the keyboard layout it has. Interesting. Yeah, I never really thought about the difference in like keyboard layout. But I guess that would be a thing. Try using an ortholinear of 40%. Yeah. They really, squished the keys in on those ones. So I'm planning on getting the Moonlander. I just won't have an enter key that is bigger than a normal key unless I put it on a thumb key. Oh, I see. I see. That thing looks painful to type on. This? It's fine. This looks ugly, but no, try accept. How is this? This isn't syntax. This isn't valid syntax. This doesn't work as written. There's some like indentation problem here. I can't pick out what you were trying to write, but there's some problem here. Coder, hello, welcome back. Good to see you. John Mega says, I come from a country where we have the awful A30 keyboard. Oh, I see. Skip the OS error. Oh. So if I ignore this line. Even that doesn't work. Is this indented? I'm confused. Rewrite the code and send it to me. Oh, there we go. A30 is used in places where you have frost. Oh, I see. Name temporary file, try yield name path. Is this? Oh, okay, I understand. I understand what it's doing. Yeah, that seems fine. Cool. Cool. Anyway, I could steal some of those for screenshots. But I think I'm gonna skip screenshots today. I'll work on this after stream. Broken Mirrors, how's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. Double punishment, yeah. Alright, so let's look on private badges. So here's my thought here. This is what currently happens. We have the that's not what I want. I know this is a delta and not a lambda, but pretend like it's lambda. We have the web lambda, and we have the the update install lambda. Update install. Shit. Update install. And GitHub sends us 2 different events that we care about for this interaction. One of those is repository added, and the other is repository removed. Actually, there's 3. And install create. Care about all 3 of these operations here. But they all interact with this flow in essentially the same way. There's also SNS here to glue those together. So if any of these 3 events happen, we kind of flow through here like a so. And what this update install does is a couple of things. Yes. Okay. So first thing is it retrieves the install, and then it lists all the repos. And then it puts the install object, and then it puts all of the repo objects. And this is Dynamo. So you can imagine, oh right, we don't have cylinders. These are be our install and repos. It's actually installs and repos, but whatever. And so as part of the side effect of running this Lambda, it performs writes on, that's not the line tool, performs writes on either of of these two tables. So that's kind of how this flow works right now, and I roughly want this same flow, but we necessarily have some problems here. So I want to also take the same lambda here, web, and this has a badge endpoint. And for public repos, I want to support an endpoint that looks essentially like this. Manage GitHub, htli/htpretty/master.svg. And what's the other URL that it uses? There's also a related URL for this, which is the redirect. Latest. So there's /badge, and then there's /latest /github/htli/astpretty/master. And so this serves an SVG, and this does a redirect. And the way this works right now is there is a table, the badges table, which is keyed on these values. So astili, astpretty, or GitHub, astili, astpretty, master. It's a 4-part key. And it has a link to a run ID. And a thing that we did recently is it also says whether it is private or not. So it's a true/false. And so for private repos and private badges, I don't want either of these two URLs to work, because then somebody could just scrape these and find whether someone's repository exists, and I don't really want to leak that information out. It's not actually a problem. Like I can't think of a vector other than like someone could potentially know that you have a repository named a particular thing, which is potentially something that's problematic, but I don't see it as a big deal, but we're going to fix it anyway. Mostly because other CI systems also hide their badges and hide this redirect in that case. So the plan for both of these is to have a token to make both of these endpoints work, on a per repository basis. So what I want to do is have a second set of URLs that are like /badge/ token / actually probably be badge GitHub / token, maybe even, I don't know, astili / astpretty / token / it doesn't actually matter the order. I don't really fucking care what the order is. Master.svg. So I kind of want to have two separate things here. Badge GitHub utility AST pretty slash token. This is not badge, this is latest. So I kind of want to have two endpoints that look sort of like this. I should have got rid of the trailing slash, dang it. We can do that still. We have the technology. Goodbye, trailing slash. Maybe I don't want the token to be at the end. I don't know, it doesn't really matter where the token is. But in order to support this, I either need to put a token on the badge table, which... Which would work, except the badge doesn't exist at the when no runs have happened. So I can't put it on the badge table. So that leaves me at the repo table. Which currently has like primary branch, etc. So I would add like a badge token here. And then the user can rotate this badge token. So they get a new URL here. This is only for private repos. For public repos, you don't need this badge token at all. So then what I can do is when this endpoint gets hit, I can retrieve the repository information from that. I can go to the repo table. When this endpoint is hit, I can, again, retrieve this badge thing. If it's private, go to here and retrieve the badge token. And then, either 404 or give the result otherwise. So I think that's how I'm going to do that. The problem becomes then, if we go back to this other diagram, this update install is issuing puts on the repo table. And the problem with puts is it just overwrites all the values that are there. So what I really want is an update, an upsert, essentially. Which gets tricky. And like I kind of know from this add, remove, or create event, like which repositories are changing. I actually really only care about added and create here. Removal is not a big deal. I guess I care about change events too, and change events are not captured in the API, so I use this as a refresh endpoint so I can figure stuff out. But yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. But I kind of need it to work in order for this shit to fit together. If this were a relational table, it'd be a lot easier, because I would just use insert or update, and not really care about the performance of that there. Won't talk French hate. French hated. Wait, what? French hated but still stuck in his 30? Okay, I see. Useless Pony says, at least you don't have the bright idea to switch to programmer Dvorak. Anytime I try to use another computer, it's just pain. Oh yeah, that's true. It's true. Hey, what's up, Panicking Chrome? Hello. OCD time. Oh, and my MS Paint drawings? Yeah. We need an Anthony's version of ICIC compilation. Wait, what is this? Is this somebody saying... Oh, I guess I'll have to watch this later. But I'm guessing it's a soundbite compilation of them saying the same thing over and over. Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to stitch it together, I'll put it up on the YouTube channel. Hey, what's up? RC Bastion, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Evil More says, ew, proprietary OS. Oh, because you saw me switch from Ubuntu to Windows. Yeah. Solution remove badges. Yeah. Link layout was not fun. I'm not familiar with that layout. The answer says super easy way to create the screenshots. Will be done in 5 minutes. DPI grade the one increases the DPI but does not change the view. Oh, to use the mobile view thing. Yeah, That's a good point. That is a good point. Is that in Firefox or is this in Chrome? If I can use either, it doesn't really matter. I can't tell the difference because their inspectors have been made so similar. I think this is Firefox. But yeah, I can do that. Cool. All right, I will do that. Just realized why a keyboard has staggered keys. Legacy from typewriters, mechanical connections. Yep, that is precisely why. Hey, what's up, J Phils? Hello, hello. Hey, you full-time engineer again. How goes it? Oh, you know, it's a Saturday. Trying to figure out how to design this. So I think what I can do here is, so what I'm blindly doing right now is just updating every repo all the time. And there's a nice bulk API that makes this cheap. But there's no bulk API for upserting an item, which you use the update item API for. So what I think I need to do here is have the first step be retrieve install, and then create install, and then diff those, and then only upsert missing ones, or changed missing ones. And from this, we should actually be able to know. Oh, we don't know whether they're being created or not, because they could have been previously tracked, then untracked, then tracked again. But we still want to upsert all those. Oh, the problem is we don't know whether they exist. Oh, that sucks. That's not gonna work. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Ty, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? It's a Saturday. I did say that. I did indeed say that. It's going all right. I know, I'm exhausted. This was a long week. I didn't even do anything other than watch HR videos over and over and over and over. But I'm very, very exhausted. Did I get a new job? I did indeed, Afris. If you do bang a job, you can learn about that I am now a staff software engineer at Stripe, working on Python infrastructure. Ty says, new to Twitch, still trying to know what I'm doing. Well, you've come to the right place. You've clicked the right button. You're following my stream. Type in a chat. That's more than I can say for a lot of people that watch. But welcome, welcome. It's good to have you. Do I like it? I've been there for a week, so I don't know. I can't really answer that until I actually start working on my actual work. The first week is like HR onboarding. The second and third week are like developer onboarding, and then I actually start on my own team's work after that. That said, I snuck in a change, so I've already done some of my team's work. So mostly because I was so bored. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. What's the staff imply? It's a seniority level. It usually goes like associate, normal software engineer, senior software engineer, staff software engineer, principal software engineer. Kind of the stacking there. Starting to rewrite the code base in week 3. Yeah. I mean, I I changed how Stripe builds Python. Because it didn't work my text editor. So that was my first patch. Staff at the beginning of a tech job title is big bucks. It's true. Not as much big bucks as principal, though. Did anyone in your team follow your stream? I don't think so. I am Eric Fletcher. Says, what are you building? If you do Bang today, you can learn about what I'm working on. Well, less generically, I'm working on pre-commit.ci. I'm trying to figure out how to properly set up badges so that this works nicely. The problem becomes knowing when to update stuff versus insert stuff. I can do conditional puts. Can I do with conditional puts? I'm just used to this order: junior, intermediate, senior, principal, lead. Yeah, that's pretty similar. Pretty similar. Are you no longer living the open source passive income dream? I still have the dream. It's I make more money in a day than I made. Well, that's not quite true. Oh yeah, I mean that's true. I made more money in a day than I made from like Twitch and GitHub sponsors combined in a month. So the math's not really there, sadly. At least not there yet. Like I think like pre-commit.ci has the potential to make us a good income. It depends on adoption and like whether I can get people to use it or not. So there's still like an idea there, but yeah. So many see coding, it's all fake. Seeing M's paint. Here, there you go. Pretend this is what's going on. Just go live in the Wild West and then easy money. I mean, yeah. I'd want to live somewhere with a nice internet connection. My friend just moved to Chicago. That was actually one of the places I was considering moving to. So might end up there. It's a little bit cheaper. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to solve this problem. So the easiest solution, the dumbest solution to this, is to change my bulk right here. So right now I'm using bulk right repos, which is fine, except well, the reason the bulk right works right now is because I'm leaning on Amazon's retries for throttling. And this is like the only big writing that I do in pre-commit.ci at the moment. The easiest from a code perspective is just change that into a for loop and do individual conditional writes. The problem with that is I'm going to chew up a lot more write capacity units. And like if somebody has like 1,000 repositories, my write capacity is fucking tiny right now, and so it's gonna chew through all that. I actually don't know how it works with a lot of repositories. Like I kind of expect them to crash. I guess I could look at the logs. Holy fuck, why? There we go. Why is this drop down not happening? Noob44, how's it going? Hello. Nice connection, so not outside of a city in the US. Yeah, kind of. Brookmaker says, did streaming set up your new job? Not really. I mean, some of the stuff that I work on stream was definitely like factor. Like the open source stuff was, they're already using 3, 4, 5, 6 things that I maintain. Wait, pre-commit, Flake8, PyFlakes, Pycode style, PyTest. 5 things. 5 things that I maintain. So it's not, entirely No, that stuff that I work on stream. AWS. I'm gonna see if I'm being throttled already with the current rates. I should be, in theory, but I haven't been throttled yet, and I don't understand why. I don't really want to ask about it because, in all likelihood, I should be paying more than what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I know you can see the keyboard. Let's see. The table that I'm concerned about is the repos table. Tables, repos, which is currently set at 2 write capacity units, which is definitely not. Yeah, we've 3,400 repositories, metrics. So we look at what latency. We want throttled write events. Time range 1 week. Yeah, there's no throttles, which is surprising to me. Period day. Still nothing. Oh, we did have some throttled writes back here. Okay, so that indicates to me that the solution that I currently have isn't quite great anyway. So I probably need to. Let's see if actually this is the one that I'm more concerned about. The other thing is I can just turn off write capacity units and just pay bulk. And then not care about it. So we've none of this table. This is the table that I care more about. Man, I don't know. I don't really know the right thing here. I think this is an easier decision once I'm actually making revenue from this. Because if if it weren't just like pure cost right now, I would just say fuck it, get rid of capacity management on a lot of these tables because they're like so low throughput that it doesn't matter. But I don't really want the cost to accrue. So you monopolized every Python use case outside of data science. Good for you. I mean, a lot of people in data science are using my tooling as well. So I'm just not doing the data sciencey stuff. Kat says, I just realized I bruised my knee, immediately busted my butt when we got there because I thought it'd be a lot less slippery, but no. Oh no. Oh no. DEFCON 2-1 Live, thank you for the host. Hello, hello. Throttle me next. Oh no. Here grabs the Big Dipper. It did kind of look like the Big Dipper. It's true, it's true. Summersoft. Hello, hello. Arbanel says, how much does it cost? Right now it's technically free because I have actually I should look at I haven't looked at the cost in a bit. I should probably check on that, make sure it's not out of control. It says 0, and this is because most of it is free tier, but also I'm glad that I got this under the amount. This was exceeding free tier a couple months ago. We wrote some code to make this not so aggressive here. But if you look at billing details, most of this is because I have credits. So currently it's costing me $7 a month. There's not all that much. Most of that is being spent in EC2. You can see $6 of that is coming out of EC2. I think the next most is Secrets Manager, where I'm spending $1. That actually adds up entirely to $6.85. So the rest of it is fractions of pennies or free tier. I know $7 is nothing, but if I switch from capacity, which is entirely free, to pay per API, it becomes pure cost. -6 do they owe you? So the way this works, this is the refund essentially, and this is the cost. And that's because I have founders AWS Activate founders credits. Essentially, they have. So let me see if I can find. I don't want to show my billing information, so I want to find the credits. How much do I have left? Yeah, here we go. So I have support credits and Activate credits. So I applied in October of 2021, and they approved me, and essentially give me $350 in developer support and 950 or 1,000 in operating costs. I've used $50 of it so far, which is I can probably afford to turn it into non-capacity. But after this date, this free money goes away essentially. You can tell me what you're eating. These are peanut butter pretzels. They're from Costco, and they are delicious. And I really eat too many of them. Sure, I can probably turn off right throttling. I can probably turn off capacity management for the high right tables. Which actually allow me to give capacity units to the other tables. And the repos table doesn't get writes very often, but it gets them in extremely bursty behavior. Yeah, so I might do that. Fuck it. Yeah, let's do that. And then I don't care so much about the API here. If you want to achieve peak startup zen, must increase the burn rate. I don't want it to cost a lot. Do you have a giant barrel though somewhere? Yep, pretty much. So how does this work? Invest DynamoDB table. Can I write if statements in Terraform? Or ternary? Hmm. Alright. I kind of want to see what happens if I set this to. I kind of want to leave these values here, but change. Change this to paper request. We recommend using paper requests for unpredictable workloads. Yeah, I think this satisfies unpredictability. Do I have any other bulk, right? I can look. Mm. So I'm gonna search for this thing. There's one in web. What is it doing in web? I think it's a bulk delete in web. Actually, I feel like I should. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. I'm gonna do a quick little tweet about how to try out match statements. The people can try it earlier. Let's see. Docker run rmti ubuntu focal apt install software properties comment. Hey, what's up, chum? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. How are you doing? Never mind. Twitter's too much work. No, quit. Let's not get distracted. Why are you getting distracted? You always get distracted. Web impl ASP store package writer. It is put fault. What do we use it for? Literally nothing. Why is this code here? That's some dead code. Okay, so repos is the only bulk writer. Morning, buzzing phone. No notification. What? Let's see, yellow this to prod. Brookmere says, I bought some fidgeting gadgets you shown on your streams, and it's really helped some annoying self-harming tendencies on my fingers, so thanks for that. Awesome. That's really cool. That's good to hear. I'm glad you are satisfying your fidgety, tendencies without self-harm. That's great. Okay. Oh, I forgot to push. Okay, so now it should only be an update install. Yep. Only an update install now. Okay. So I think that means that I should just move the repos table to be provision throughput. Oh, I now have 2 double pretzels. Why Pankovic? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I've been working on my cute flashcard app for learning vocabulary for the whole day. Nice, yeah. One of my first programs I wrote for myself was a flashcard / vocab quiz sort of thingy thing. But yeah. Someone has opened a pull request. Flake and tool fragment to augment flakate no QA comments with Pylint comments. Oh. Speaking of which, I don't think... Isn't this supposed to be... Is this a Flake plugin or is this a different entry point? How does it work? How does it work? Are you in chat right now, DomDF Coding? Hello? They do tab complete, so they might be here. Yeah, it seems fine. I think DomDF Coding has some other stuff in here though already, right? Pre-commit.ci. I'll repost DomDF. Nope. I guess that's their first one. Okay, cool. Looks good. Ship it. Weird how these things interact. Lamdi says good night. Well, thank you for stopping by. And edits the content files rather than being a Flake plugin. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Make sense. How does it? What does it do? How does it work? I didn't actually look at it. Augment no QA comments with pilot comments. I want an example. I don't see the example. I guess I can just read the code then. Tells Pylon to shut up. Perfect. Anything that helps Pylon shut up sounds good to me. Here we go. This is weird. Are these tabs? Is that why? Oh, they're tabs. Oh, they're tabs. Oh, they're tabs. I see. Where's the actual process file? Oh, from Double Internet. Okay, that was why I didn't see it. Oh, I see. So it takes Flake 8 no QA comments and then writes the same pilot comment for them. I understand. Cool. Neat. Neat-o pedito. I bet if I do TS equals 4, this will look less unreadable. Yeah, there we go. Still a little bit weird, but cool, neat. Read the docs looks clean. Why aren't all read the docs like that? I don't know. Read the docs is such a shit show. Yes, it's Pylon that will put you into depression over the score thing, James Boyum. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I got pinged in Dick Sword, so I was checking that out. But neat, cool. Where's that one? Got some other stuff to look at later. Cool. What was I doing? Oh, I was changing that table. To being pay per request. Instead of provision. I'll never forget my first negative number over 10 from Pilot. Such a happy and confusing moment, right? Yeah. Marsman says, "Night, Anthony. Have a great day. Well, thank you for stopping by." Oh, it's Prajune's theme. Nice. Yeah, I know Prajune. We hang out at PyCon when that happens in real life. Okay, but I think I changed this to paper request. The thing is, I kind of want it to be provisioned in dev. I actually don't have a variable for dev or prod, do I? I've kind of been making separate variables for everything. Email prefix, bucket, subdomain. Maybe use the subdomain one. Where do you get used? Yeah, so it's either results or results div. Actually, nah, fuck it, whatever. It's gonna be pennies, so let's do it like this. Get commit dash m use pay per request for bursty repos table. Oops. Let's see what the plan looks like for that. But yeah, then I don't have to care so much about throughput. I can just kind of throw requests at the table and let they'll cost the same. Okay, in place. That's what we want to see. I'm drinking water, McKellen. Not as fast as I should be, though. You're right. It's because I've been eating instead. Okay, so this is dev. Looks good. Gonna cost more money, but whatever. Who gives a fuck? It's not much. It's pennies. I can afford it. God, I hope people pay for pre-commit.ci so that I don't have to pay for it out of pocket eventually. Oh, but this means I can use more capacity on other tables, which I did want to go through. Metrics. CloudWatch. I did want to look at the metrics for the other tables, see what sort of things are happening there. Metrics, Dynamo. What are account metrics? No, I don't care about those. Table metrics. I want consumed read and write for everything. Oops, that's provisioned. Why are these not in the same order? Oh, here we go. Let's do this. And oh, we even have a right throttle from repos. I don't see it, but I expect the statuses table to be the one that has the most consistent usage. And not from writes, but from reads? Where's the reads? Consumed reads. Yeah, that's this constant yellow line up here. And that's because that table gets hit the most often, because GitHub is constantly hitting it. Drinking when not thirsty isn't really useful. Yeah, I mean, if you can get full on water, it's useful in that regard. It means I eat less. Tio Bob says, "Hey man, do you know pandas? I really need some help." We have a little mantra in this channel, which is that you should UDP your question instead of TCPing your question. Because it's possible that I or someone else in the channel can help you out with anything that you ask. Chump says, I've been working on an app for half a day. First half was poking around importmagic.py and trying to add type hints. It was a horrible experience, and I think I'm not going to try it anytime soon. Huh. I usually find type hints are pretty easy. Unless you're doing some weird fucking stuff, then yeah. Yeah. This is read capacity units. Oh, you know what? This is probably viewing. I'm so surprised by that. This is kind of a neat chart, though. You kind of get a nice little view of like what activities happening. You can see the like statuses is just like constant background. Like this table is almost constantly being read. So if I'm gonna bump up capacity, I'd probably bump it up on that table. Got some spiky boys in here. I think it's the repos table. Yep. 225. Is that the auto update day? No, that's a Thursday. There's a lot of writes that happened here. What's the auto update day? 22? That's probably what happened in here. Yeah, like this I think is the auto update in this range here. 1800 is when the auto update happens. Well, maybe not. This is the auto update here. Like this hour. Interesting. But yeah, that's pretty constant. The writes are like super bursty. I probably will need to add more capacity to the runs table. Thanks for finishing the Terraform deploy. Or not, because it's... Oh, fuck, I did the wrong table. I did the wrong table. Well, good thing I only did it in dev. This is the one that I want to do. Whoops. Wrong table. And now I gotta wait for this to finish, and then again fix forward. So I just revert it, and then I fix forward. Summerstuff says, imagine that Anthong finds something pretty easy. Wait, what? China, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. If you drink more, then your kidneys can process your blood will thin out and you can die of that. That's true. You can be overhydrated. Tio Bomb says I have a data frame in one column that is a string. I'm trying to transform this to a float, but the method's replace is not working. Isn't there a transform? I forget what the function calls. I actually don't work with pandas all that much, so someone in chat might be able to help you more. But there's there's methods for operating on a particular column and transforming that into a new column. I think you would just use integer or floating point parsing there. Assuming they're all exactly the same format. So I gotta wait for this before I can click the button again. I don't know why this is doing like a full table reshuffling. Java Grant, how's it going? I like that you're using Terraform Cloud. I'm a fan. Yeah, Terraform Cloud's been really nice for me. J Pratt says, as much as I love cats sitting on my lap, one of them demands to be coddled so she doesn't fall, and I'm down an arm for an hour. Oh no. That's cute though. Chum says, the biggest problem is trying to understand how the project worked and possibly not breaking the test. There was a tree-like structure. Oh yeah, trees are really hard to represent in MyPy, so I understand that. I understand that. Circular protocols is kind of the only way to make them work right now. So logical tags running to album artist is valid. Reading needs to be done from album artist, but doesn't work any other way. Thanks, FFmpeg. Oh no. God damn, this is taking forever. And I need to undo it afterwards. Oh, it's gonna take too long. What? Mewtwo? Look at all those people. Welcome, Raiders. How you doing today? Eskville, welcome to the stream. Mewtwo, how's your new digs? Your new house. Cheesy Bites, thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome. That's a whole nibble of raiders. It's true. There were 128 of them. A Mew raid. Welcome. What were you working on today? My name is Anthony. I usually work on Python stuff. I recently got a brand new job. I am now working at Stripe as a staff software engineer on the Python infrastructure team. But on stream, I mostly work on open source software, Python's things. I maintain some important tools that you might have heard of, like PyTest, or Talks, or Flake8, or pre-commit, or PyFlix, or bunch of other stuff. I also maintain Dead Snakes, which is a Ubuntu PPA thing. Inox, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? But what were you working on today, True? It's still half a byte. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Lonely Alchemist says, "Love the keyboard." Yeah, it's pretty good. It works out well. If you want to learn more about the keyboard, there's a keyboard command where you can read up on that. We're currently waiting for. I fat fingered. I have a table called repos and I have a table called runs, and I meant to change the repos table and I accidentally changed the runs table, and so now it's currently rebuilding the whole table from scratch. And then I'm about to undo that and then rebuild another table from scratch, and oh, it's just gonna take forever. I didn't think it was gonna take forever. That was just gonna be like real quick, but I think it's like shuffling it around to a different data center or some shit in AWS. I don't know. AWS is a big black box. The other thing that it might be doing is it's just erroring in a loop. I don't actually know. I guess I could check. But I'm working on pre-commit.ci. So what pre-commit.ci is it's a CI system that I built from scratch. The point of it is to take this other tool that I wrote called pre-commit. This is kind of my baby, the thing that I spend the most time on. The idea behind pre-commit is it's a developer tool where you set up a configuration file of a bunch of code checkers and code formatters, and it knows how to integrate with GitHooks. This, of course, is optional. But the real big selling point is it will install all those tools, so you don't have to bother installing anything beyond pre-commit, and then it'll run those against your files, and it'll auto fix your source or whatever. But I had the idea to take this open source tool and then build a system around essentially caching these installations and running them in continuous integration. It has a bunch of other features as well with that. So no configuration is set up beyond the config file you already have. It works on GitHub. It will auto fix your pull requests. So if there's formatting problems from either not running the local tooling or some drive-by committer that doesn't work on this all that often, pre-commit.ci will take their pull request and it'll just kind of fix up all their problems for you. So, write crappy code, get it auto fixed. It's pretty neat. It's also much faster than related free CI systems, and the caching makes it go zoom. It'll also update the versions in that config file. So like these versions are intentionally pinned, and then pre-commit.ci will periodically send you kind of an auto update pull request to update those. But yeah, that's the idea behind pre-commit and pre-commit.ci. And right now I am rebuilding tables slowly. I didn't think it was going to take so long. But yeah. Anyway, thank you again for the raid, and welcome again, raiders. Still disappointed that when Anthony got a split keyboard, he didn't go all the way and choose an ortholinear one. So this keyboard was sent to me. It's technically a sponsored keyboard from Kinesis, so I didn't really. Oh, it finally finished, and now we get to revert it. So I technically didn't really pick it. But yeah, CheesyBite says I gotta set up a lab environment for work for coworkers to have practice environments. Do you have any suggestions on what technology to use? Should I use an orchestration technology? Ooh, yeah, that would be kind of a cool thing to use. Some amount of infrastructure as code to do. So like Terraform to provision the particular environments, and maybe some sort of configuration management tool like Puppet or Chef or Ansible to do the actual software installation. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I use Puppet myself to do tool management on my code, and Terraform to provision environments. Lonely Alchemist, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, so we changed this back to being provisioned, and we changed this one to be paper request. We got the right table this time. Let's run that, and then we'll run the app and make sure that it still works, and run all of the little endpoints that deal with these in the staging environment, and then we'll do it in production. Bibi, oi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Was there a raid? There was indeed. There was a Mewtwo raid. Did somebody say write crappy code? I mean, yeah, that's what we do, right? Jay Pratt says, I wanted to make a Dead Snakes Tauthon joke, but I don't even want to put the effort into coming up with something. I mean, you could build Tauthon and distribute it like Dead Snakes does. I don't know why you would want to do that, though. For those of you that don't know what Tauthon is a fork of Python 2 that adds a bunch of Python 3 stuff to it with the idea of making Python 2 live forever. But as far as I understand, no one actually uses it because nobody tests against it. And it's kind of a big pile of hacks. Programmer says, might have got lost in the rain, but do you mind explaining what's going on at PyPI with search being disabled and the DNOSing? Yeah, so somebody wrote like a shitty script that just was repeatedly hitting the search API, and the search API is pretty expensive relative to other stuff because it essentially has to do a scan of a lot of what's in PyPI, and that was causing PyPI itself, the whole service, to fall over. So they disabled the search API, and the script is still scraping the endpoint months and months later. Despite it's just always returning 500. So, and they've tried to contact the company where the script is running, and they just don't know. They don't fucking know what's going on. Hey, what's up, Bonjour? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Um, Lonely Alchemist says, suggest me good resources to learn Git. I only know basics. I actually have a lot of videos about Git on my channel. So if you do bang YouTube, you can find my YouTube channel. And actually, the easiest way to get it is from Anthony Wright's code/explains. This is on GitHub. If you do bang GitHub, you can get to that there as well. And I usually find searching this is a lot easier than searching um, the YouTube playlist. So there's a lot of Git related videos here. We can check those out and level up your Git skills. Git chainsaw, right? Dom, do you have coding? Fingering is another option. Yeah, Fingering is another option for provisioning VMs as well. It's another good way to do that. Arisia, hello, hello. Coder Paul, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Cloud ends. I wasn't sure, but Google seems to say yes. Let's let Python 2 rest in peace, right, Rexroof? I agree. Let's let it be fucking dead. Juice says Tofu has a cheese obsession now. See, I told you shouldn't have fed her the cheese. Now she's just gonna fucking want cheese all the time. Which makes sense because cheese is amazing. I love cheese. Oh my god, cheese is so good. I have a big block of cheese in my fridge right now. She's whining and circling and crying for more cheese. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have given her fucking cheese. She realizes how good it is. She's like, oh fuck, I don't want any of that goddamn dog food. Just give me some more fucking cheese. What's wrong with cheese? It's dog. There's nothing wrong with cheese. And just like feeding a puppy cheese is if you give a mouse a cookie. But yeah. Amazon says, I saw the message on PyPI the other day. Can't PyPI block the IP or PyPI.org to sue the company for DDoS? Do you think the PSF has resources to hire lawyers to sue people? To sue very large corporations? They don't. They really don't. They barely have enough money to keep the lights on. Blank, thank you for the follow. They also tried to block IPs, but it was cloud provider IPs, so they would have to block like all of AWS, which isn't gonna be helpful. My dog will do anything for cheese. It's a very handy tool. It's true. Like if you have to feed your puppers pills, I have found that taking a chunk of cheese and sticking the pill in the middle and crumbling it up into a ball, that's the best way to get dogs to eat. To eat their droogs. Hopefully not that awful American plastic cheese. Yeah, true. What's wrong with 40% fat food? Right. Milk solids and bacteria? How could tofu refuse? Exactly. Dogs are mostly lactose intolerant, so depending on the cheese, don't feed them a ton of it. Ah, I see. I like cheese, but cheese doesn't like me. Cheesy bites, really? Oh. Wait, but why are you named Cheesy Bites? That's, an unfortunate nomenclature there. Then again, we had Bacon Drinker on stream the other day, and turns out Bacon Drinker is a vegetarian. Who would have thought? Cooking and coding with Anthony Wright's code. It's true. J Lacazar. It's true. Smallians, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Oh, this takes forever. I wish it would be done already, because then we have to do it for prod as well. Actually, I had the username before I realized I was lactose intolerant. Oh, that's a bummer. But I mean, cheese is good, right? Chump says, I really like your videos about protocol. Got to use it in my app and writing steps. I was looking for something like this a while ago. Yeah, protocol is amazing when you're dealing with Python typing. So very good. Very large company talking search engine level? No, not Google. At least as well. They never actually told the identity, but I'm pretty sure Google would just like stop. Michaela says, guess what? What am I guessing, Michaela? When's the cheese eating stream? Right? Cheesy stream. Hey, what's up, Maddie Two Shoes? Hello. Spillian says, liking the cheese talk. I mean, we could just switch to just chatting and I could just babble about cheese for forever. Dripping hot and stringing people along, says Maddie Two Shoes. I'm gonna have some cheese SMR. How do you realize you're lactose intolerant after being able to sign up to a streaming website? Right, right. Cheese is basically portable milk, and milk is wholesome and amazing. Ergo, cheese is amazing. That's yeah, yeah. Um, maybe you guys will hate me though. I actually prefer skim milk to other types of milk. I know I'm wrong. I'm wrong, but yeah. They should ask Amazon to find where the DDoS comes from and update the company with it. Don't know. So they've been able they've like sent contacts to this company. The company just doesn't give a fuck. I don't think Amazon's gonna change anything there. But yeah. Juice says I'm lactose intolerant. I just munch on lactate. Hey, there you go. There you go. Yeah, water milk. Yep. That's true. That's basically skim milk, water milk right there. Cheese is basically milk that's stored in a calf's stomach. Wait, what? Wait, what? uh, he keeps 2% lactate at his house for some girl, though. It's true, it's true. I have like 2 gallons of 2% lactate milk in my house right now. Drink milk strike from an encrusted udder and tell me it's amazing. Wait, Frogamirs, are you saying that you don't like sucking nipples? Wait, this took a different turn. Never mind. Never mind. No, I'm not gonna go there. Are we waiting on tests? No, we're waiting on Terraform to drop and recreate a table. Um, so this took about 10 minutes last time. Wait, why did this one only take 7 seconds? But this one's taking minutes. Minutes. Can API just change the way the API gets it? Potentially, although the search API by design is kind of expensive. So like they could change it slightly, but I think they need like a whole new set of infrastructure to support searching as a concept. Because right now I think it just scans every package, which is not great. I'm done with it all through high school. Got tested for allergies after I was 18 plus. Huh. I see. Demonetized. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Gonna go take Topher for a walk while things are in the oven. Sounds good. Well, thank you for stopping by again, Juice. First time cheese was made was by accident when storing in a calf's stomach. It was turned into a water skin because there's some enzymes that were left in the stomach. A similar enzyme is used in modern cheese production. Oh, I didn't know that. TIL. TIL. Alrighty then. Is there anything else I can work on while this is running? I can work on... probably not. These are small enough. And god, it's been 3.5 hours. I'm actually probably gonna go get lunch because it's real late for me and I should have had lunch by now. So yeah, I think that might be the end of the stream for today. But thank you all for stopping by, and thank you again for the raid, Mewtwo, if you're still here. Appreciate it. LRV Dev, thank you for the follow. Let me do my little spiel, and then we'll send you off to another channel, and I'll wait for this to finish offline, because it's been so fucking long, so... Hello guys, Linux is live. Thank you for sending the MOTD, which goes through my chatbot, and now if you do bang MOTD, you can get it echoed back. Like so. Look at that. You can change what the bot says. But anyway, my name is Anthony. I upload previous content to YouTube. That's youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. I also upload educational videos. Used to be daily, but I got a new job and I've been kind of busy and a little bit sad, so I haven't been recording recently. But I'll get back to recording. Maybe later today I'll do some recording. But anyway, check those out. There's a lot of educational videos. They're pretty nice. I currently don't have a set stream schedule except for Saturdays. So on Saturdays, I will be streaming in the same slot that I was streaming previously, which is 12 Pacific. I will also be doing ad hoc streams throughout the week until I land on a more consistent schedule now that I have a new job. I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is on Twitter, and that's twitter.com/codewithanthony, where I basically say, in 60 minutes I'm going to start streaming, or like I said yesterday, in 20 minutes I'm going to start streaming. I also announce them on the Discord. The Discord is a nice little group of people to hang out, talk about code and stuff. I'd recommend joining. Cool place to hang out. Oh, outdated version. Sorry, buddy. Good to see you though. I guess I'll catch you next time. Ridiculous. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by, and let's go find someone to raid.